All right. Hello, and welcome to the September West Virginia Entrepreneurship Ecosystem Call. We are very excited to be here. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'd like to kick it over to my guest co-chair, Judy Moore, to say a few openings.
Yeah, so hi everyone. I'm super excited to be here again this month, and I hear that Amber is going to be back with you next month. So, short-lived co-chair. I've certainly enjoyed it though. So let's get into the day. And so I guess I'm kicking off the spotlight, the partner spotlight. We have with us Annie, who is from Red F. And Annie, I'm so excited to hear more about this because it's a new organization for me. So I'll turn it over to you.
Yes, thank you so much, Judy and Tara, for the invitation to join today. I'm really excited to share more about Red F and the Red F Impact Investing Fund, and how we can hopefully be partners in the work that y'all are doing here in West Virginia. And just to quickly introduce myself, my name is Annie Forrest, and I'm based so close to the West Virginia line, but right in the corner of Southwest Virginia that borders Mercer and McDowell counties over in Tazewell County, so very close by. But Red F itself is a national organization, a venture philanthropy org, and then the Red F Impact Investing Fund is an affiliate of Red F and is a certified nonprofit CDFI or community development financial institution. So Red F has been around for about the last 30 years and has traditionally funded entrepreneurs who are building double bottom line businesses. So certainly have that financial component, but are also really deep in the impact space, employing folks who have barriers to employment. And so it gets a little jargony, but Red F calls them employment social enterprises. So if you think about Coalfield Development, based in West Virginia, has been part of the Red F community for the last several years and is a great example of an employment social enterprise. So these are businesses that can be both nonprofit, for-profit, hybrid, co-op, kind of anything that runs the gamut and earn revenue, but also really have that workforce development and inclusive employment component. And just to share a quick statistic, we know that 10 million people are left out of the economy right now. And so Red F is really on a mission to help change this number and make sure that folks who do have barriers of many different kinds are able to find really quality employment where they are. Here's a quick overview of the different ways that Red F engages with those businesses. So there's an accelerator program for employment social enterprises, as well as a growth portfolio. So the accelerator is a 6-month opportunity to really dig into both revenue building and the wraparound services that go with workforce development. And then the growth portfolio is a longer 3-year opportunity to work with Red F. That includes grant dollars over each of those years, but also a lot of technical assistance and capacity building work. And then again, we have the Red F impact investing side, which is the CDFI providing your more traditional debt products, so lines of credit, bridge loans, and term loans to social enterprise, but have a little bit more flexibility there. Excuse me. And then Red F also has a huge policy department that's working on field building and policy change. So I'll share these with everyone afterwards because I know I'm going super fast here. But what I'm really excited to talk about today is a new initiative under the Red F Impact Investing Fund umbrella that will focus specifically on small businesses, medium-sized businesses in Appalachia, to provide even more flexible capital. So to date, like I mentioned, we've been doing everything on the debt side, but this will allow us to have more flexible equity and equity-like capital to bring into the region and partner again for the purpose of job creation and retention. So we're partnering with the Ford Foundation to share this commitment. This is hot off the press, just came out last week and will be kind of the initial pool of capital that we can pull from. But we hope that this number grows and that we're able to deploy it in a way that really fits where some of the gaps are in the region for businesses that are creating and retaining jobs. So I will stop there and just say thank you so much. We'd love to connect with you. If you're a business, if you're a funder looking for partners, kind of anyone who is in the region, I would love to come visit people in person since I'm not so far away. So here's contact information, and really, really appreciate the time. Thank you.
Great. Thanks so much, Annie. It's awesome.
Thank you. Yes, we really appreciate that. And if you wouldn't mind, can you drop that information in the chat as well? All
I-
right. Next up, Tim, can you talk to us about what's going on with employee ownership in West Virginia?
Sure can. Thank you, Judy and Tara, for inviting me today. Well, my name is Tim Gibbons. I am the Executive Director of the West Virginia Center for Employee Ownership. The West Virginia Center for Employee Ownership is a 501c3 organization, which was formed earlier this year in April of 2024. We are the 21st state center under the Employee Expansion Network, which provides oversight and assistance. The EOX, Employee Expansion Network, is located in Washington. Our website is WVCEO.org, and our mission is to retain jobs in West Virginia by expanding employee ownership through education and outreach. Companies that are employee-owned tend to stay put. Employee ownership is one option to succession planning. Other options would include selling to management or certain employees, selling to third parties, including private equity companies, gifting to family members or others, or to liquidate and close the doors of a business. Currently, we are facing a silver tsunami in West Virginia and across the country. And by that, I mean baby boomers own half of the privately held businesses with employees in West Virginia. And there are 12,274 businesses in West Virginia with owners over either 65 or age 55 or over. So we think this is a key moment for employee ownership in West Virginia, because over the next 10 years, more than 4 million U.S. businesses owned by retiring baby boomers will change hands or dissolve. And more than half of small business owners don't have a succession plan. Many businesses will be sold and leave the state of West Virginia or close their doors permanently, resulting in lost jobs, a reduction in our tax base, and an impact on community projects. So why consider employee ownership? Well, it's an ownership succession plan that preserves jobs and community impacts.
Tim, I
while
hate to
giving
cut you off, buddy, but we're past 2 minutes.
All right. Well, I thank you for your time.
Thank you. Can you drop your information in the chat and anyone can follow up with you on the employee ownership side of
I
things?
will do it. All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so next up we have Ann Jones, and is Lauren on now, Ann? Who's going to talk to us about WVU Extension and the Launch Lab Hayhurst announcement.
Yes, so Lauren, I'm going to kick this over to Lauren, who's going to share all the good news.
Great.
Great, thank you. Oh, excuse me while I pull up my slide. All right, hello everyone. We just wanted to share today with you a quick announcement of some good news. WVU Extension and the Launch Lab have received some funding to kick off a new initiative called the Young Innovators Initiative. And we're very thankful to the Hayhurst family for their investment in this program. We will drop the press release about that donation into the chat for you all to read and review as well. And essentially what this program is going to do is two things. We have funding for school-based engagement of youth in 10 counties and 20 schools. So we're going to begin with 10 middle schools and 10 high schools and have Young Innovators programs running in each of those. And then there will also be an annual summit called the Hayhurst Innovator Summit in the fall of each year, beginning in fall of 2025. That's focused on youth and young adults, and we'll be giving away over $200,000 in prizes to youth and young entrepreneurs. So we're excited to have the opportunity to build this program over the next year. We will be working with several of you and reaching out to you to get your thoughts and ideas on finalizing the details for a fall 2025 launch. And the youth ecosystem, the youth entrepreneurship subcommittee will be continuing to work forward on this project as well. So if you're interested in jumping in, sharing your thoughts, ideas, please do contact us about jumping into that subcommittee and contributing your thoughts that way as well. And I will kick it over to Anne for a couple details on the pitch competitions.
Thanks, Lauren. There will be pitch competitions for young adults in 5 categories, including a veterans pitch competition. That's going to be next November. So applications and all that stuff, it's going to happen in the spring. So we really encourage anyone who might be interested to focus on bridging innovation, focus on Ignite West Virginia, because that is the most important thing that's just around the corner. And for the Hayhurst Invitational, which is the very large pitch, remember, just like last year, it's nomination only. We'll accept nominations. Thanks.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, Lauren. Thanks, Anne. We appreciate you guys. Looking forward to that. And thanks for the shout out on Ignite West Virginia and Bridging Innovation Week. Of course, love to have the collaborations continue. Okay, so next up, Katie, can you talk to us about USRIA?
Yes, I would love to. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, just went ahead and shared my screen. So I'm here to talk to you about the U.S. Research Impact Alliance, or USRIA for short. We are a West Virginia-based nonprofit entrepreneur support organization. We were actually founded in 2020, and historically, so by historically, I just mean the last couple of years, we've been focused on accelerating the commercialization of technologies that are specifically focused on energy, chemistry, or materials. We were stood up back in 2020 with a $1 million Department of Energy grant, and so to date, we've had 3 cohorts of startup companies in the region that we're helping to basically advance in terms of fundraising or strategic partnerships, and basically grow startups and grow businesses. You can see a list of some of our partners here. We work really closely with West Virginia University. We're also very strongly affiliated with Mountain State Capital, which is a investment organization that's specifically focused on providing investments to companies in the region, the West Virginia region. So the little update I wanted to share, a couple things. So one, we're branching out, and so we're now focused on deep tech technologies, which includes all of the ones listed here. So anything from domestic manufacturing, hard tech, healthcare, biotech, and resource management. So if you have a company that fits within that category, we should be talking. I'll skip over the staff slide really quick and just get to the meat and potatoes here. So the specific support services that we are offering right now and basically expanding to offer even more in the next 12 months are anything related to SBIR, STTR applications. So small business innovative research applications, any related support there. So we can provide anything from literally helping you write the application to helping make sure that you have everything cross administratively, mentoring, coaching, entity formation. So if you're a researcher at a university and you're just looking to figure out how to actually create a startup, we can help with that. For more information, my email's right there. I'll also drop it into the chat.
Excellent. Thanks,
Great.
Katie.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so next up we have in the beginning, moving to West Virginia, Sharnay.
It's
Shion?
actually gonna be me, Christian.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
no problem. Glad to have you.
I didn't have a slideshow prepared, but my name is Christian Johnson. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer for In the Beginning Incubator and Fund. We're based here in Richmond, Virginia. I and my sister are both proud alumni. It's a family company, and we're proud alumni of West Virginia. But a little bit about In the Beginning. We are a business incubator. We specialize in business services, business startup services. We do the back end services for individuals who are starting their businesses. That's grant writing, setting up their business registration, all the basics you need to start your business, website design, logo creation, pretty much everything you need to start your business. We are that one-stop shop for all of that. We also offer business office space, conference room space, space here. We're located here in Richmond, so we have space in the Truist building downtown. And we are now in conversations with West Virginia and the university and seeing how we can move out there and we can work out there. We do a lot of specialty services. We are partnered with Langston University out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. They are signed on a grant with the Nyler Foundation. The foundation, they are studying individuals with disabilities. So we are on a grant with them, and any individual who has a disability, we do the business services for them. That goes from all business services, coaching, mentoring, support. We offer mental health supportive services as well. We have partners in different areas of mental health as well. So we do a lot. We do the whole hand-holding process for our incubators and help them start their businesses. Like I said, we are located here in Richmond, Virginia, but we are expanding. We're international. International. We work in Oklahoma, clients in Florida, clients in North Carolina, everywhere. So we're excited. And if you want to speak to us, I'll put my information in the chat, and you all can contact us. Thank you.
Thanks, Christian. We're looking forward to having you and your sister bring In the Beginning to West Virginia. So we're looking forward to seeing you in town. Okay. So next up, Megan, can you talk to us about some of the exciting research that you are proposing for the West Virginia entrepreneurship ecosystem?
Yes, I just want to take the time to briefly introduce myself. My name is Megan McIntyre, and I am a fourth-year PhD student in the Department of City and Regional Planning at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. My research is focused on understanding the networks and dynamics as well as impact of entrepreneurial ecosystems, specifically looking at West Virginia as a case study. So I got introduced to West Virginia, or WVEE, earlier this year by Sam Nygaard at the National Parks Conservation Association. And since then, I've been speaking closely with you, Tara, and I will be working with WVEE to develop and conduct the research project. And while the project is still at an early stage, I just want to take this time to make an introduction and inform everyone of this project. Updates will also come in and be presented sometimes during the monthly meetings. And also thought I would be greatly excited to connect with individuals interested in participating in informational discussions or sharing experiences and ideas. As well, if anybody has conducted research in this area and wants to connect, I'd be more than happy to do so. And I will drop my information in the chat as well. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Appreciate that. Now we have Nikki Bomar from the U.S. Small Business Administration to talk with us about the U.S. award nominations that are now open through SBA.
Hi, everyone. Thank you. I think I know most of you, and you are probably familiar with National Small Business Week. But for those who aren't, I'm Nikki Bomar with SBA's West Virginia District Office. We are currently seeking nominations for national and district level categories. National categories include Small Business Person of the Year and Small Business Exporter of the Year. At the district level, we have 3 award categories: Woman-Owned, Veteran-Owned, and Family-Owned Small Business of the Year. All information, including criteria and forms, can be found at sba.gov/nsbw. All nominations must be submitted through our Dropbox, and the deadline to submit those is December 5th by 4 p.m. You can also contact me with any questions you have at nikki.bomar@sba.gov, and I've dropped my information in the chat as well. Thank you.
That was very efficient, Nikki. I loved it. Thank you. So we need to get out there and start voting for our West Virginia entrepreneurs. I can't wait. So we will put that in the follow-up email, and we're looking forward to supporting entrepreneurs from West Virginia at the national level. All right, next up, Crystal Good. Can you talk to us about Black on the Map?
I don't see her in the participant list, Tara.
Okay, all right, then we will go to the next one. All right, we're back to you, Anne. Anne and Marissa are going to talk to us about the Launch Lab partnership with Huntington Bank and Seeds for Growth veteran event.
Hey, thank you. Okay, I'm really excited to announce a special program for business owners, especially for our veteran business owners. On October 3rd, Huntington Bank will host its first Seeds for Growth event in the Morgantown area. Now, this event is co-hosted by WVU Hayhurst Launch Lab. It'll be on Evansdale campus and created specifically for veteran small business owners, although all business owners are welcome. This program will be addressing small businesses' biggest challenge, access to capital. The event will run from 2 to 5 p.m. It will include training from Huntington Bank leaders and a panel of regional experts on the key decisions in financing your business. Following the event, you'll all be invited to stay for a networking reception. Now, immediately following this reception at 6 p.m., we will have our second annual Veterans Pitch Competition with a $5,000 prize generously provided by Huntington Bank. And we will also have Wilson Martino Dental present a special prize and share information about Freedom Day USA, a national event to provide free dental care to veterans. So we're really excited about these two important events taking place in Morgantown on October 3rd. I'll put details in the link. Marissa, what did I miss?
Nothing, Ann. You nailed it. So appreciate it. We're just we're very honored to be partnering with Ann and her group at the West Virginia Launch Lab, and excited about this event coming to Morgantown. We would just appreciate anybody to share this information with individuals that you think would be want to come learn about the access to capital. We have some great partners coming to provide some great information that are alternative financing for anything and everything. So we are really pumped about this, and so we hope to see a lot of people in the seats up there. So thank you, Ann. Appreciate the partnership.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks, Ann. Thanks, Marissa. We appreciate your guys' continued support for veteran entrepreneurship in the state of West Virginia. All right, next up, Will, can you talk to us about what's going on with LG Nova? I went to the opening for the new space in Morgantown. We'd love to hear more about what's going on.
Yeah, it was super nice to meet you there. Thanks for giving me a couple minutes to talk about it. So I'm actually at a conference at Step Out, so if my audio is bad, I apologize. Yeah, so LG, probably people are familiar with our televisions, appliances, EV batteries, et cetera, et cetera. We're part of LG trying to build new ventures, like new potential business units, but new creative lines of business for LG. And we have a big partnership with the state of West Virginia for a variety of reasons. And we see the kinds of problems people have in terms of health at home, transitioning to different kinds of energy, putting AI to use for good, et cetera. There's a lot of alignment, I think, with what we're trying to do, the ventures we're trying to build. So our approach is to really, build these new ventures with the whole community. I kind of cheesily say, take the village to raise a good venture. So we really want to meet startup entrepreneurs, other ecosystem partners, institutions, academic, incubators, accelerators, like all kinds. Basically, we know it takes a kind of a village, I guess, to raise a good startup. So we're trying to bring, our community, our ecosystem, to connect to West Virginia and vice versa. We want to, we build new kind of innovation-based digital jobs is our goal. And so we're looking to meet startups, we're looking to meet investors, we're looking to meet catalysts, connectors, rainmakers, anybody who thinks we can put technology to better use to, kind of benefit ourselves, our communities, the planet, all of it. So these are for profit, but I mean, our goal is to do good with technology. So I will stop there. I'll put my email in the chat, but would love to connect with anyone who's curious about learning more. We'll be out there a lot. We just opened office in Morgantown, as Tara mentioned, and I'll stop there. Thanks.
Great. Thanks so much for that. Enjoy your conference.
Thanks.
Now we're going to hear from Kara from Marshall Advanced Manufacturing, who is going to talk about the West Virginia Makes and Supply Chain Expo. And I think I read, Kara, that you have like 75 businesses registered. That's amazing. you're on mute.
Yeah, I think the expo is pretty much a packed house, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. So, yeah, my name is Kara Mullins. I'm with the Marshall Advanced Manufacturing Center in Huntington, West Virginia. We have two really exciting events coming up. The first is our Industrial Supply Chain Expo. It's going to be on September 26th at Valley Park in Hurricane. This event is part of our expo series where we want to help connect small businesses, get their foot in the door with large companies. At the same time, large companies, hopefully they can shorten their supply chain and find products closer to home and sometimes even more cheaply. So if any of your all's clients or anyone you guys know might be in the business of any of the in-demand goods and services, I'm going to send a link to the flyer and registration page. I will also send the information for my colleague Tanner Drown, so you can ask him any questions about it. Again, it's just to help connect those small businesses with the larger companies. We also have the West Virginia Makes Festival. Let me get that shared here. So this is going to be our 11th annual West Virginia Makes Festival. For those of you that are not familiar with it, it is a one-day event, a celebration of innovation, creativity, entrepreneurship, all within the STEM lens. So we invite a lot of K-12 students in our area. We also have a design competition where we hope to award lots of cash prizes. Last year, we were able to give $10,000 to our design competition competitors, and it was just really great to be able to invest in their products so that they could hopefully, get them to market one day. But I'll be sending my information as well as links to registration. If there's any questions, just let us know. Thank you for giving us this time.
Great. Thanks, Kara. We love all the events that you guys are doing. I have personally attended the West Virginia Makes Festival, and it is an incredible time. So thanks for sharing that with the group.
Thanks.
Okay, next up, Diana, can you talk to us about the Pitch Southern West Virginia competition?
There I am. Sure. The West Virginia Hive is happy to announce the next installment of our Pitch Southern West Virginia Business Idea Competition. It is going to be held on November 14th in the evening at WVU Tech in Beckley, West Virginia. And we have opened the application period as of yesterday. The application is live on our website at wvhive.com. We will be awarding over $5,000 in prizes. The top 5 finalists will pitch in person. We have wonderful gold sponsors of United Bank, NRG RDA, and bronze sponsors Beckley Raleigh County Chamber of Commerce and First Community Bank, and we have some others pending for sponsorship opportunities where we welcome you to contact us for that. I will be dropping a flyer that you can use, a link to our press release, and all that good information in the chat.
Thanks, Diana. Thank you very much. We're really super excited about that. And so, okay, next up, we have a topic that we're really, really excited about. It's gaining tremendous traction. And here to tell us about that is Jenna Belcher. Jenna?
Hey, thanks so much, Judy. Appreciate you guys having me on today. As we know, childcare is sort of plaguing a lot of the nation, and the lack of accessible childcare spots is really hitting home, especially in West Virginia. So we have worked with the West Virginia Association of Regional Councils to launch our childcare economic impact survey. The goal of this survey is really for us to get as many employer responses throughout the entire state of West Virginia as possible. So I'll sort of walk you guys through what the expectation is for anyone that visits the page to provide a response to the survey. But ultimately, the goal of this is for us to provide actual data from real West Virginia businesses, no matter the size, so that we can help the legislature and others identify exactly what type of incentives, particular business models, or other subsidies and subsidies that are desired from a lot of our businesses, and then really pinpoint the challenges and how childcare is creating a workforce participation issue. So anyone that visits our website, which I'll drop into the chat after this, can take the survey, or any organizations that are interested in sharing this survey can click the link that says, how can you help? And it'll help them understand exactly what they can do, how they can share it, and give them examples of press releases if they want to make it their own and send out in their networks. When the Take the Survey link is clicked, they will have access to the survey hub. This is a public facing hub, and there is a survey for existing businesses that is 12 questions, and a survey for prospective businesses that is 10 questions. Both of these surveys will create a database after so many responses are received, and you'll see the data in real time on this survey page as well. So again, the goal of this is for us to garner as many responses as possible from any size business within West Virginia. And so we're working with organizations, partners, and others to really help push this out to get responses. I will drop all the information in the chat, and you all can share or reach out with any questions.
Great. Thanks, Jenna. Okay, next up we have the Secretary of State's corner. Do we have Mike Queen on?
Tara, I didn't see him listed. I don't know if
Anyone from the Secretary of State's office on the call today? Okay, they must be gearing up for the election, so we're going to give them this one. All right.
Okay, so next up then, we have Mark Burdett. So Mark, what's new at the SBDC and West Virginia Business Link?
Hey guys, how are you doing today? My name is Mark
Good.
Burdett. I'm with the West Virginia Small Business Development Center, and I'm the program coordinator for West Virginia Business Link. And I wanted to, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. What I wanted to focus on for the 2 minutes today is the newsletter. Wanted to kind of remind everybody that if you guys in your busy schedules are trying to find access to information, especially when it comes to Business Link, the ecosystem, whatever, along the right-hand side is I have all the quick links for you guys to be able to go to and connect easily. And if there's anything that you guys think that should be added, you're more than welcome to submit that. We got the investment corner. I know that's coming right on after me. We've got featured blog articles. Everybody's doing a pretty good job of contributing, and I'll obviously want to make that call to everyone here in the network or the ecosystem that would like to participate. You can have it featured here. We always highlight and spotlight a resource partner. All the special announcements like the pitch competitions, trainings, that sort of thing is down here. I will pitch in on Crystal's This is Black on the Map, their new Black business directory. So be sure to check out that in the newsletter. And let me get down here at the bottom. We've got events, all the podcasts that are entrepreneurial related and the state related, dates to remember. I've built out a section of all the state resources from state government perspective that has to do with entrepreneurship. It's conveniently down here at the bottom. And then the entrepreneurship ecosystem. Basically, every link that you need to get to register, past monthly calls, all that sort of thing, have it here convenient for you guys. So I just want to kind of review that with everyone to remind you. I know it's a long newsletter, but I want it to be a resource for you guys to be able to not only see when it releases, but when it, for future reference. So thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Mark. We appreciate your continued support and doing such a great job with that newsletter. All right, so Michelle O'Connor, you have lots of things going on in investment in West Virginia. So can you talk to us a little bit about the investment corner, and then maybe also tell us a little bit about what's going on with the investor group that you started up?
Yeah, good afternoon, Tara. I'm Michelle O'Connor with Innova Commercialization, and we have established the West Virginia Investor Collaborative. And so we've had 2 meetings already. And what that means for you as an entrepreneur or a resource provider is that the investors who are interested in investing in companies based in West Virginia are having constant conversations. We're looking at creating a common portal and creating a gap analysis What that means for you as an entrepreneur is that under this gap analysis, what we're going to be doing is trying to focus in very succinctly on items that you need to be better ready to pitch. And we have some technical assistance funds to help cover the cost to get you pitch ready. That could be creating performance, getting your pitch ready, doing a business plan, having a legal counsel review your governance or look at your IP. So there's lots of things that we can talk about. So if you are looking at some of these ideas to come forward with and to present, and you're saying, well, you know what, I'm not ready yet, reach out to us. And I think, Tara, you can put a drop in there for the investment corner application. And don't feel like you need to be perfect and ready to go, because we are working with companies with technical assistance to get them ready so that they can come onto their monthly call and pitch what they're needing. So with that, I'll drop my information in the chat box here for if you want to reach out to me directly, but I encourage you to fill out the investment corner application.
Great. We're so excited about all of that work that's going on there, Michelle. Like that's, capital access is like key to successful businesses. So thanks for all of that. And now we have a few entrepreneurs that are going to present. First up is Mon Valley Mushrooms. Lucas, I can't wait to hear about this. Like, I am a mushroom lover, so let's hear all about it.
Cool. So, hi, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate the opportunity to speak to you all. My name is Lucas Sieber. I'm the sole proprietor of a small indoor mushroom farm in Morgantown, West Virginia called Mon Valley Mushrooms. I'm here today with an open invitation for mentors, investors, donors, and anyone interested to come and visit our operation. I'm excited to show you how an indoor mushroom farm works and share our vision for the future of this business. I believe that there is a clear path and an open door to an economically sustainable business that can employ locals, feed families, and retain wealth within West Virginia. We are specifically seeking guidance for development of standard operating procedures and their timelines, identification of potential hazards and their mitigation plans, and integrating documentation of operations and outcomes. These goals pertain to both the organization of our admin operations and gaining federal food safety compliance. Additionally, we're seeking guidance and development of a reporting system for $120,000 in federal grants coming this fall. Mon Valley Mushrooms is operated out of my garage and in 2 tractor trailers in my driveway by me and my friend, Jamie Brown. Looking further down the path, I want to get out of my house into a facility with appropriate infrastructure that allow us to scale our systems through automation and produce our value-added products in larger batches. The gourmet mushroom industry is booming nationwide, and this trend is reflected in our experience. We estimate local demand for fresh mushrooms to be 5 times our ability to produce. We have sold out of fresh mushrooms at the Morgantown Farmers Market 23 straight times and hold purchase orders for 10 times the amount of shelf-stable products that we're able to produce. Without including the cost of labor, we have 4 products with a greater than 85% profit margin. We have professional business plan and marketing plans, as well as a 3-year pro forma. There's lots more to share, and we're looking forward to seeing you in person. I'll put my contact info in the chat. Thanks for your time.
Perfect. Thanks, Lucas. And I know that you've been out here hustling and grinding. I'm aware that you're in Acre and you've applied for Ignite West Virginia. I'd encourage you to come back and use all of the resources on here that you can get. So you are just the type of person that we want to support. So we appreciate your continued hustle in West Virginia and working on that business. All right, Autumn, talk to us about Butter Me Up Cookie. I'm interested.
Hi, I'm Autumn. I run a cottage bakery out of my house known as Butter Me Up Cookie. So I make a premium decorated, it's a butter cookie decorated with royal icing. I also sell my cookies in a few different locations in the Wheeling area. In the spring of 2024, I participated in the Marshall County Pitch Kickstart Pitch competition. I got second place. So I won $2,000 to go towards the production of my cookies. And that has helped me purchase commercial kitchen grade equipment, So the next step would be with that increased production, that has led me to be able to take on more orders, which was the purpose. So I was asking for help in upgrading my packaging. As a cottage baker, you are required to put a very specific label on your products. And I've just been buying these blank labels and printing them off, and I have to cut them so they fit this specific tiny little thing. So I reached out to a local place, and they gave me an estimate of these required labels that would just be like a sticker that would fit my packaging. $1,100 would purchase 3,000 required labels and 3,000 logo stickers, plus 500 business cards, which I don't have any business cards. That would help me in time, and as well as giving my packaging a more professional look, because right now I just use these like little boxes and I order them as I need them. So if I could even get $500 just dedicated to boxing, and so I would be able to have a larger supply on hand, that would also increase my speed and be more cost effective. So I think that's all. Thank you for your time and consideration, but I'm always open to hearing advice or guidance, and I just want to continue to grow my business.
Thank
Thank you.
you. They look amazing.
Thank you.
So, okay, our next entrepreneur is Viaduct Technologies. We have Jay Hewitt, and Jay, you're definitely going to have to educate me on this one. I'm not even going to take a shot at it. So it's all yours.
How much time do I have?
Jay, he's the spotlight. So Jay,
Oh,
we
so
are
he has
closing with
5
you.
minutes.
You're the spotlight, so you get 5 minutes.
No,
Okay, sorry about
definitely
that.
appreciate that.
Okay.
This is probably the first one that I don't have to explain my accent to the audience, so that's good. So what is the biggest issue with green tech? Green tech is, unfortunately, it's been looked at as a charity. We at Viaduct believe we have something a little bit different. We are all West Virginia natives. We come out of the West Virginia University Chemical Engineering Department. We're also in the energy sector here in West Virginia, third generation in oil and gas. What our product is if most chemical processes use heat, pressure, and a catalyst, and a stock, say methane, right? They take it, it's like setting this cup on the stove, heating it, and it takes about 5 minutes to boil whatever you have in there. I can take that same cup, set it with a microwave. The microwave hits it, and that same glass of water, about 30 seconds, it starts boiling. We use this process to create many different products, from hydrogen to carbon nanotubes to ammonia. Ammonia is actually what we set in on. Ammonia is 80% of all fertilizer. It uses about 2% of the world's energy in making ammonia. Ammonia is very important. Without ammonia, we all starve. Ammonia is fertilizer. Fertilizer is food. We have to have it, right? About 1% of all emissions come from making ammonia. Well, since we have this microwave, we actually run on electricity. So we are as green as the electricity we get. We get solar, we get wind, we get nuclear. We use that energy to create ammonia. The normal is Haber-Bosch process, which is over 100 years old. It uses about 4,000 PSI, about 400 Celsius in temperature to create this reaction. We can create this reaction at atmospheric pressure, okay? So what that allows us to do is our material cost of building is a lot lower. It also allows us to make our unit mobile. So if you need fertilizer in a field in Ohio, we can bring our unit to you. So we actually cut out the transportation cost. Our costs are lower, and our efficiency is about 14% lower than traditional Haber-Bosch process, okay? So our total cost is a lot lower. this allows us to have an end product that is actually cheaper. So the end result is cheaper fertilizer, cheaper food, cheaper cost to the end user, all while being greener for the environment. So we take care of that issue of, these green techs that are out there. We can produce a profit while still being better for the environment. Currently, we are being funded by the NSF. We've already got some funding there, about $200,000 there, and also by NeoTribe. NeoTribe is founded by the co-founder of WebMD. He's put it about $1 million to us. We are ordering our microwaves and on our way. These microwaves are quite large. Obviously, we could probably cook an entire Tyson food warehouse almost immediately. But they're very, very efficient. What we're moving forward to, we need about $5.5 million. What that'll allow us to do is do a pilot project out in the field. So what we will do, we will set up next to cheap sources of electricity or green electricity, or where the ammonia is actually needed. So we could set up right next to where it's being used and pipe it directly there, and cutting out all transportation costs and emissions as well. If you'd like to get a hold of us, I'll put my information here to the side, and you let us know. Thank you.
I love it. Thanks, Jay. And you got it done quickly. So what can the ecosystem do for you? And if anyone else has questions, they can drop them in the chat. But just curious, is there anything are you looking for money right now, resources? What can we do to help you be the best entrepreneur you can be in West Virginia?
We are currently in our seed funding. Like I said, we are partially there. Our initial raise is 6.5. We're currently needing about 5.5. The Kitu from NeoTribe is going to help us out with the rest. But we are looking to get us to that number. Other than that, regulations, that's always an issue in West Virginia. We will need to be making electricity on site. This is something we've looked into, going to well sites to actually produce our materials there, along with the electricity there. Let's see what else. Generally, we are working with WVU as well. We will be in the WIC building, formerly Milan building. So that's helping us out quite a bit.
Okay, well, that's great. Well, we appreciate you coming on the call and sharing your journey. If you need anything from us, please feel free to reach out, but we are here to support you.
Excellent.
Okay, and
Thank
with
you.
that concludes the call. We are going to open it up to the ecosystem members for any updates or events that were not shared earlier. I know Andy messaged and he wanted to start with one. So Andy, I'll turn it over to you.
Great. Hi, everybody. Thanks. Appreciate the time today. Appreciate the forum. So I represent the National Security Innovation Network in the Defense Innovation Unit, and we usually promote a handful of opportunities throughout the year. Right now, we've got 2, and I'll drop the links here, where we're seeking solicitations through Defense Innovation Unit. We're looking for somebody who can develop, I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong one. DoD is actively looking for a commercial solution that can reliably and efficiently distribute data across multiple geographically dispersed network enclaves that can communicate with each other using routing protocols and devices. I know we've got a lot in the West Virginia ecosystem that's focused on high tech, so hopefully that one could reach you. If you're interested, click the link, you can find out more. And then we're also looking for early stage measures with technology to protect vital industrial control systems. Invited to join our maritime defense digital fence to explore dual use markets. So if you've got technology that potentially can be integrated using AI for industrial control systems across specifically the Navy, please feel free to add to that one. But otherwise, that's all I've got today. I'm happy to connect with anyone. I usually put these out on a newsletter on LinkedIn, so feel free to link up with me there. All right, thank you. Appreciate your time today.
All right, great. Anyone else need to share anything?
I have something to share.
Go ahead.
All right, so I'm Miranda Williamson. I'm with Seed Spot, and we are launching a brand new accelerator program for makers and creatives in the DC, Virginia area. So that's very specific location. There will be in-person opportunities for selling product, for creating new networks. There will be mentorship and there will be tailored training for entrepreneurs who are looking to build their product-focused businesses. So I'll drop a link in the chat.
Just to clarify, Miranda, so is that open to West Virginia entrepreneurs?
Yes.
Okay.
DC and Virginia and Maryland.
So wait, but we're West Virginia, not Virginia.
Yeah, West Virginia, all of Virginia.
So West Virginia, the state, and Virginia, the state, is that correct? Okay, great. Thank you. All right. Anyone else?
Hey, Tara, just one thing. I really don't want to end on a bad note, but our brother, Bill Woodrum, please remember him in your prayers. Lost his brother. I'm going to put that in the chat. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but I just felt compelled to share that with the network. And if you do take a moment, send him a note. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. I know it's a difficult time for him and his family, and just wanted to make sure folks are aware. We miss him today.
Absolutely. Thanks, Mark. Thanks for sharing that.
Yep.
Okay. Well, with that, I think that we will say thank you, everyone, for being here today, and we will send a follow-up email with all of the information from today. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.